Welcome to WillSports.com. Pleased to be joined by Lady Highlander softball head coach Richard Jorgensen. And coach, before we head on the road to Austin, first of all, how would you? Obviously, your team is clicking on all cylinders. How do you like the way the team's playing going into the state tournament?
I couldn't be happier. I mean, they're our offense, our defense, our pitching. You know, just like you said, everything's clicking. So they're playing well, and the big difference is this year they want it. They have that hunger.
Coach, looking back over the postseason, can you go back and just look? Every team has a turning point to where the playoff really turned. Does it, you go back to Atascocita, the game one loss? Do you think that was a turning point in the clicking of the players? Because they have really just come out playing their best softball all year round, really, since that loss.
I think so. Atascocita was ranked so high in the state, and all year long, even though we knew we belonged, everyone had talked about Atascocita. So, you know, the way they responded to that first night loss, those next two games, and being able to bounce back and win, you know, two really tough games. Ever since then, the confidence has been through the roof.
Coach, this senior class was with you in 2011 when you guys won it. Does that experience, you believe, help you as y'all make another trip to Austin?
For sure. For sure. They've won that state national championship in the last 2 years, going to the regional finals. They know what it takes to be successful, and it's helped them, even the juniors too. They've given those experiences, and they know what it takes to win, and it's helped a great deal.
Coach, let's talk about the first team you're going to see, San Antonio Southwest. What kind of challenge do they pose for you?
They're good. I mean, they're very similar to our last two opponents. They're very gritty. They just came out of a real tough series where they dropped the first game, and there's no die in them. And when you get to this point in the playoffs, the teams that are here, they're going to persevere, and they're going to scratch out to the very end.
Coach, is there any you have to remind your team not to be caught up in the moment, getting on UT's field and making sure that they don't get caught up in the bright lights of the state tournament?
Sure. I mean, and we talked about that, and I think it helped a great deal playing at Baylor last week because we were on the big stage, and that's going to help for this week.
All right, Coach, your keys to being able to go home, to go into Austin and come home with the state championship?
Intensity and hunger.